Good morning, I'm Jaden.
And I'm Abigail.
It is Friday, December 7th.
Today, the CG Discovers team brings us a story about two new safety officers, one whose face is very familiar to most of us, and one you may not know.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I'm an investigator for CG Discovers. Today we're discovering our school safety officers. We're looking into why administrators felt they needed safety officers and talking to them to see what they do.
During the school day, pretty much my job is to, I guess, for your safety and the faculty's safety, everybody's safety. So, I not only check doors, but, I just make sure everybody's safe, with people who come in and, things of that nature.
Mr. Short said the school board and superintendent thought that the school safety officer was a good idea to keep students safe during the day and even at night, and to monitor what is happening inside the school at all times.
Big John does a couple of things. Obviously, a man of his stature would be intimidating to someone that shouldn't be here. But Big John is also someone here that is a friendly face for people. Students, I think, have really taken to him and his personality, which is twice as big as he is.
Many people don't know that CGHS also has a nighttime safety officer, a counterpart to Big John.
My name is Shaun, and I am the safety officer from 3 to 11. Primarily, I walk the building, I walk the perimeter, but the main objective is to keep people safe and to keep people in their designated areas and make sure the building and people are where they need to be and that are safe.
CG Discovers is a student-led investigative crew. So we want to hear from you, the students, on what you want us to discover next. Please scan this QR code and let us know what your thoughts are on what you want us to discover. We will see you back in 2019.
Thanks, guys. Last night was the first performance of the choir Christmas show. Students began preparing for the show on July 16th, spending months perfecting choreography, vocals, and of course, the show choir look. Abigail Johnson has a story about what it takes to put the classic show choir together.
This week, each of CG's choirs will be performing at one of their biggest shows of the year, Noel 2018. While choir students are getting ready for their performances, you may have noticed something that sets them apart from other students: their hair.
Hair is very important for us because we have to make sure we all look the same on stage and we look unison and we match the show that we're doing. My favorite to wear is definitely the holiday hair that we're doing this week.
Though some styles are easier than others, each hairstyle has a lengthy process that sometimes requires students to get it done during their study halls.
So for the holiday show, we do a lot of teasing. We start with the front and do a big poof like you are seeing me create right now. And then we are going to pull all of this hair up into a French twist and kind of keep it all intact on the back of her head. And then she just gets a nice hair piece like this clipped up in the top, and she's going to have beautiful curls coming out right behind her lovely poof, and this poof is going to be like super tall. This one's actually really easy. I would say for holiday show we don't really have a difficult hairstyle, but for competition season definitely the sound system hair is the most difficult and just the most time consuming, I guess is the right word. Not necessarily difficult, but it just takes a lot of time.
However, the process of the hair doesn't end when the curtains close. Sometimes the hair has to stay in for days to save time for multiple shows.
So there are 150 girls between the JV and the varsity choirs that have to get their hair done every day. So if we took it out and washed it every single time, then the 7 to 10 moms would have to do 150 girls every single day, and that's nearly impossible. And usually, as long as you use a lot of conditioner and you can brush it out before you get in the shower or even while you're in the shower, it's not that hard to manage.
Though each of the Christmas shows are sold out, you can still catch this hair in action at the pre-contest show on January 24th. Tickets are not yet on sale, but you can check www.centergrovechoirs.org for updates.
Thanks, Abigail.
Last night, I ran a Snapchat takeover on the Publications Snapchat account. I will bring you more behind the scenes from tonight's performance at CG_publications in Snapchat to check it out tonight.
Last night, the girls' basketball team defeated Bloomington South in a close game that ended 47-40. After trailing by 5 at the end of the third quarter, the Lady Trojans outscored Bloomington South 19-7 in the fourth quarter behind Ella Thompson's 12 of 14 from the free throw line. Thompson scored 14 of her 17 points in the final period, and Emma Utterback was the only other Trojan in double figures with 16 points, including 2 key driving layups in the final quarter.
This weekend, the varsity wrestling team will be at Zionsville on Saturday morning, and the JV team will be home at the CG Tourney. The 4-0 boys basketball team will be back in action tonight at Pike, and will take on La Lumiere tomorrow night at Southport in a game featuring 2 of the top players in the state going head-to-head.
We close today's broadcast with a special message with some of your senior athletes and student section leaders.
Our school and community have taken some heat this week.
But a loud and supportive student section is what we need.
It makes a difference at our games.
This weekend, the Trojan Army travels to Pike and Southport.
And we need you there. We need you to cheer for your Trojans.
There will be voices cheering against us.
We need to hear you.
Take care of the other team. We need you to cheer for us.
And so do we. And let's grow from this.
Let's make Friday night memorable for the right reasons.
Let's make our student section at all winter sports loud and proud for the Trojans.
See you there.
And that's all we have for you today, CG. Bye.